What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Final Fantasy 1. So yesterday, I don't know why I said yesterday. Last time, when we did our previous episode number 2, we finished the prologue of the game, essentially, and we're about to start off our big quest to go wandering the world. Before we do that, because that's really, I guess, the meat of the game, I discovered the bestiary hiding away in the main menu, and it's pretty cool, actually. So this is it here. You get to sort of move around the map. So this is obviously Castle Cornelia and City Cornelia, Town Cornelia, I don't know what you call it. And you can obviously move really fast if you need to. And you can go and check out the various enemies you've encountered. So obviously this here looks like that goblin guy that we fought. Yeah, and it says enemy number 1, goblin. And how many you've defeated? So 74 apparently. And like their hit points and stuff like that. And the kinds of stuff they drop as well, like what type of enemy they are, what weaknesses, resistance they have, and where you can find them. So I guess this is like, you know, if you want to find certain enemies to grind them, I guess, or, you know, I guess look up what their weaknesses and stuff are. It's all here in the bestiary or bestiary. I don't know how you say it. Yeah, and you can also see their health, which is really great for being able to tell how many attacks you need to do to actually hurt them. And also, I guess magic defense is probably useful as well if you want to know how useful your spells are going to be against them. It doesn't really say if they have any spells. I don't see it. So there isn't a way to know if enemies have spells, I guess. So we just have to wait and see if they do. But yeah, that's a pretty cool, neat feature. And, you know, so you can like, look up basically any enemy here, I guess. The only disadvantage, I think, is probably the fact you have to go into the main menu. Ooh, English is failing me today. The main menu to find these things. You can't just load it up from the game, unfortunately. But you can see what you've encountered. So this thing here, the crazy horse, had 64 hit points. So I'm actually not surprised that it was so difficult to fight these guys. But they drop potions, which is great. And you can also see how much experience and gil and stuff. So if you want to level up efficiently. Whoa, what is this? This is a Black Widow. This was inside the tomb. Not the tomb, the Chaos Shrine. Right, that's what it's called. Yeah, can we go inside it? Oh, we can. Oh, maybe we can find the list of things that's actually in it. Oh, that's so cool. This is a Gygus worm and all these other things. Now, the Gygus worms are tough. They were 56. Werewolves had this healing ability, so I'm curious if this will be listed here. It's interesting. They each have like their own background and everything, which obviously makes it easier to figure out kind of what type of enemy they are, I guess. So it says regenerative beast magic. Are those 3 types or 1 type? And a list of places to find them. So the regenerative part must be the fact that they can heal after every battle. They've got ghouls, which are undead. So I'm curious what it lists as their weakness. Ooh, wow, they have a lot of resistances and weaknesses. Okay, so this is definitely undead. Weakness, fire and deer. Okay, so fire actually works against the undead. I was thinking it might, because that's usually what it does in RPGs, but wasn't sure of it. So we actually didn't get to use any of our spells on these guys yet. So hopefully there'll be an opportunity in the future. I think maybe I was just a bit stingy with my spell casting, but it would be good to see what the spells can do at some point. It's a lot of resistances here, so I don't know how much of this I need to know. Some of it is obvious. Like, you can't put the undead to sleep, can you? Obviously not. And certainly you can't freeze them either. That won't do anything. Nor will instant death do anything to them. Confuse, I guess, makes sense. They're probably already confused, right? But I guess things like turning them to stone, that doesn't necessarily make sense why that wouldn't work. Maybe the spell relies on seeing something really ugly. I don't know. But you can also flick between them sideways, so that's useful. And cool, here it's actually got the boss fights listed as well. So he's got 212 health, Garland, the guy that we fought last time. I don't remember him dropping a longsword, unless I just don't remember it, which is possible. I will need to be checking my inventory for this. But yes, if you guys are wondering what's going on with the font, so, there's 128 enemies in the game. All right. If you guys are wondering what's going on with the font over here, I did download a mod because I was not satisfied with the font, and I feel like everyone has been feeling that way about it. So this is the bridge here, and I guess there's all these other places we can go to. Does it count as... Is it cheating to look ahead? I guess it also tells you when there's enemies you haven't encountered yet, right? Oh, there's a cave up there. Okay. I guess it is kind of cheating. Okay, let me not look too far ahead. But yeah, the point was I downloaded a mod. So you can also see here. So I went into the map to actually go and check these things out, but you can actually see the little highlights on the map where all of the various enemies are. So yeah, you can figure out where you need to go, basically, to hunt them down, which is great. So you can see the distribution of werewolves here, and the distributions of Garland, which is one of them. I don't think you can get him to spawn again, though, but hey, at least we know where we fought him. So yeah, what I was saying is, in terms of the font, if you're wondering about that, I downloaded a mod because everyone was complaining about the font, and to be honest, I kind of, to a certain degree, agreed with it. I did feel that the font was... Do we need to rest? We probably should rest. I do agree that the font was a little tight. And at first I just thought, I'll make do. But I think by the end of the second playthrough, it was starting to get a little bit frustrating how small all the text was. So yeah, I got a mod that essentially gives the font from apparently Final Fantasy VI. Although that won't be the font for much longer because we're going to be playing eventually the Pixel Remaster when that releases. So there'll be a whole new font there, and it will be the same bad one unless Square Enix fixes it, which apparently everyone is saying they don't have a good track record with these things, so I'm not getting my hopes up there. Just looking at characters, we're level 6. I want to see what is the story with the sword. We didn't get a long sword. That's what I thought. Just to be sure, I'm gonna go and optimize everyone's equipment. Oh, I didn't optimize Arael's. Just so that I know they're all wearing and carrying what is useful for them. We don't have a lot of stuff in our inventory. We just have the loot, a sonorous instrument of great beauty. Let's chat to the dancing girl, apparently is her name. I was told she would say useful things. There we go. So, why are you still here? Weren't you supposed to be crossing that bridge to the north? You must really want to dance with me. Yeah, I came all the way back for that. Actually, no, I came to rest, to be honest. I want to have a look in the item store, see if there is anything we need. We got 282 gil. Could probably do with a few more potions. I don't see us needing an ether for a while at this point, to be honest, because we've only got one level's worth of spells, right? There's no point. Yeah, I'm just trying to think if it's worth like stocking up on anything before we go. Do we need to cure darkness? I feel like we should just take our chances on these things until it becomes clear that we need them. And then we'll know that we should have bought it. Especially because apparently if you die, they do let you load from the map. Which they didn't do in the originals. So we don't have to worry too much about that this time. So that's good. I'm just going to top this up to 10. I like round numbers. I would top this up to 10 as well, but I can't buy 10. So we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I think that's it then for Cornelia. So just so you guys know, what I'm going to be trying with this series, because I just realized, I looked up how long these games take to play. They're about 20 hours for the first 6 games each. And that's a lot, which is wonderful. I love that kind of stuff about RPGs. It's really awesome when there's a lot of content, and especially if you're like me and you like to actually, you know, take your time exploring the world and finding out what's out there. I am grateful for having so much content. But I just did the maths on it, and it means at the length these episodes are, we're not gonna burn through these at any decent speed. So we're gonna be doing a little bit differently now. We're gonna be jumping it up to sessions that are, let's say, 2 hours or so instead of 1 hour. We're gonna make it much more of a long play series, I guess. Obviously, you know, I'm gonna change the description in the original 2 episodes to match that, but essentially it means we're you know, these are going to be lengthy videos, but I'm sure that's all right with everyone because a lot of this is probably going to be grinding for the first few games, so I'm sure y'all won't mind having more content to burn through in that time. Also for those who want to see the grinding, because I know that some people complain that I'm sure we can auto battle this guy, right? I know that there are people who complain about not seeing all of like the combat and stuff like that, so I won't be editing this down, but because the videos are long, you'll be able to jump, I guess, to the bits that you're most interested in. For now, the bridge is constructed, so let's head on off into the world. And oh, hello. Looks like we're gonna get a cutscene. Oh. For a second, I didn't realize that we were seeing something there. But obviously that's us standing on the hilltop, right? And so their quest began. As the 4 warriors of light, they felt overwhelmed by the great task destiny had placed before them. They did not even know the true significance of the 4 crystals they held in their hands. The crystals that once, long ago, held a light that shone so brilliantly. The time for their journey had come. The time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world once more into the light. Very dramatic. I mean, it's not like it's dark, right? But like I said, maybe that's just because we're carrying the crystals on us. Who knows? This music is so good, though. It's wonderful that they recorded it with a full orchestra. It just really gives it so much more depth and, like, there's a deliciousness to it now, you know? All right, so a hero's journey has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We are officially off into the larger world. So I'm having a look at the mini-map here. We could actually pull up this map if you wanted to, but it's not really going to make a difference. We agreed we'd come back to Castle Cornelia and the Chaos Shrine once we have the Mystic Key. So we're just going to head off. We want to check out that cave to the north, I imagine, because we have not been given any directions, really. We've basically been told, go forth and prosper, right? So I guess we'll head in that rough direction. Now, what is this? Is this just some decorative ground? I don't know. Okay. Not good. There's an ogre. And there's a Gygus worm. Now, do we bother to fight both of these guys? These are interesting questions we have to weigh up. I think, I feel like the ogre is going to hit us harder than the Gygus worm. So let's focus our efforts there. Do we have any magic we want to use? I don't think either of them are dead. So that's not going to help. I think at this point, just hit him with your hammer, right? And Arael, you know what? Let's play with some magic. Why don't you cast some fire on the ogre? Let's see if that helps us. Oh boy, he hits pretty tough. I love the animation. It's so cool. What? He's still standing? Okay. There are questions here about whether it's worth it. But thankfully, he's not actually taking that much out of our health. So... Hello, we actually got him with the fire there. So that was our first ogre, I believe. I don't think we fought one before. Oh, that was a lot of experience. Wow. 258. Okay, it is kind of worth it because you can level up pretty quickly like that. Okay, let's check out this cave, ladies and gentlemen. I assume the ogre was one of those question marks up this side. Let's head in. Front door. Ooh, Matoya's cave. Oh, whoa, this music is so cute. It's like a music box almost. Is that a broom? Oh, you want to chat? Okay. Frontwards, backwards. Any way you see. Such a strange spell to swish swishery. Okay. Eno Ledina Leknak. Swish swishery. I think we gotta read that backwards. That's what he's saying. Cancel and loan? What? I can't read this backwards. Can what? No. Cancel and loan. That doesn't make sense to me. Oh. No. I thought it was gonna be like one. Nah. That don't make sense to me. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually sit and figure out what this means. Is this a... No. Is this like the alphabet backwards? Would I have to sit and actually dissect that? Probably. Cancel. I just don't know what it means. Leknak has got to be canceled backwards, right? I mean, that's obvious. Unless like it's can and then Keyland? That doesn't work. But one? Andal one. That doesn't make sense. Cancel Andal one. One Andal cancel. I don't know. Do you say something different the second time? No, so there's definitely meaning there. I just don't know what it is. I guess it's because I'm not a witch, which is a relief. Good to know. Oh, thump! Ouch! Oh, there's the witch. My eye! My eye! Not the soap, get it out of my eye! Oh, she probably dropped her eye. Ouch! She's walking into things. I can't see a blasted thing without me, a crystal eye! Okay, so we need to find her crystal eye to help her see. Granny needs some help. Who could have stolen it from me? Well, now she's dancing because she's so happy that she can smell a stranger walking in, which is probably not a good sign. I knew we should have washed up in that fountain. Yes, these brooms are not telling us anything new. But she said she had a crystal eye. Does that help us understand this at all? Do I need to flip it upside down? That would not make sense either. No, I don't actually know what that means. Let's go chat to, I assume, Matoya? My eye! Okay. She clearly doesn't have ears or a mouth either. Well, no, she's got a mouth. She's speaking, but no ears. Because I'm there and she's not acknowledging me. Okay, we got some chests here. Potion, antidote. So I guess I didn't need to go shopping after all. Serves me right for being a compulsive buyer. This is what you get, kids. Be careful with your money. Save it. I'm just checking if there's anything to interact with here. It does not seem like it. So I guess the point here is come back to Matoya once we have her crystal eye, essentially. We can stand on her chair, though, without a problem. All right, let's head on out, then. And I guess that leaves us... oh. I was trying to move the map. I forget this thing has a scrolling list. So I don't know what else is on the map then. I guess we just have to go exploring. So let's do that. Hope we don't die from ogres. Cobras! Cobras, not good, not good. Do we bother to fight them? Do we throw fire at them? I think we just attack normally and then hope that we're okay. Hopefully we are. Yes, okay, so it's just like... Look at you, Frankie! Slaughtering that snake. Awesome, look at this. Okay, actually not a lot of health for you. Or Ryco. Or Robyn, but hopefully Arael. No, Arael, really? Is it Arael? Arael, I haven't decided. I think it's Arael. Field research. Basic, I guess that means 10 enemies in the bestiary. That's probably what it's referring to. It's a very interesting looking patch of trees over here. Let's keep going around the map. What I was thinking earlier was it's probably only ogres and Gygus worms and whatchamacallit, those horse thingies that we have to worry about at this point. There's a bit of a desert here. There's probably different enemies in the desert, as well as the marsh over here, I guess. One advantage to having the map is... Oh, no! No, I can't fight two of these guys. Oh, boy. But perhaps they are worth it. With the amount of health, with the amount of experience that they drop. I do think... How much does Cure even heal? I forgot. I don't think I've ever seen how much it heals. Probably Frankie needs it. Actually, no. You know what? I reckon it probably restores like at least like 50 hit points. So let's hold off on that for now. But Arael, you can absolutely throw your thunder at this guy. Oh, 25, that's quite a punch. Oh, the animations are so smooth. Okay, we are going to need to heal Arael soon if he doesn't level up. I don't want him to die, so I'm just gonna heal him. Please, don't be a waste of magic points. He does a lot of damage with that lightning. Okay, so 390 is a lot. Is there a way to find out how much I heal with Cure? It just says a little hit points. What's a little? Is that a fraction of their health? It's not helping. Can you be more specific with your descriptions? What I was gonna say is having the map helps us know if heading a certain direction is like a dead end. Useful, not useful, that kind of stuff. Oh, great. I think we might need to run away soon. You know, let's give it a shot. Maybe we can get Arael to level up. I think focus on taking out the Gygus worms because they have the most health. We definitely need to heal Arael, and he's got no more magic, so at this point... oh, you can use items that you're wearing. For now, let's just attack something, right? Oh, they really do pack quite a punch. Or bite, I guess. Let's see how much it heals. 35. So, I'm gonna have to use that spell a lot more frequently. Let's figure out who needs 35 health. Certainly I do. Robyn does, I mean. Wow, Arael really does not hurt anybody. Ah, basically just undid that. That was mean. Made me waste that spell? Well, I guess it wasn't a waste. We did heal from it. Wow, Arael does need to work out. That was not worth it. That was only 321 experience. Well, actually, maybe that is worth it. But I think we are now out of magic points for Arael. So, we are going to need to get to a town soon. I see one down from us. Here we go. Yes. This is what I'm looking for. Great. Provoker. I think they said there were some pirates here. Please help us. Rescue from the pirates. Sure. Is that who this is? No. Those blasted pirates. They're running around looting and pillaging like they own the place. Well, like, maybe they do? Did you ask them? Before they... Oh, wow, that's a lot of beds. How many people are going to be joining us on this quest? 50, Gil! Alright. I'd rather do this than have to spend money on an ether or something. I think it's still a lot cheaper. But let's quickly quick save. And let's see if we can go find those pirates. So this is the guy who wakes us up from being knocked out. I guess he's the same guy in lots of different towns. We got another magic shop here. I think this is the white magic one. Yeah. Find anything you like. Well, not yet. I haven't looked. Okay, Blindner, which cures darkness. For 250, what? Previous spells were 50. I guess it's a different level. Silence. Cast silence on all enemies. I think that means that they stop talking. They can't cast spells. Null shock reduces lightning damage by half for the entire party. So if there's an enemy that's going to shock us, we use null shock. Very inventive name. Invis. Raises one ally's evasion. So that's like Blink, but for anyone? Okay. I don't know. Are any of these worth it right now? For 250? I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm looking at this and... I don't know. Blindness. Blindner. Could help if we get hit by darkness, but I don't even know if we do get hit by darkness yet. And it also depends on whether enemies even cast spells at us. We haven't encountered any of this yet. We haven't even been shocked. We don't need an evasion. Like, you know what? Actually, let's save our money for when we need it. Let's invest that hard-earned gil. And we got this, which I think is a black magic shop. Now, this might be more useful. Generally, the black magic is seen more useful. Blizzard deals ice damage to one enemy. Absolutely sounds useful. Dark blinds all enemies with darkness. Well, if it works, because sleep didn't work, I don't know if I would use it. Sleep didn't seem to do anything. You guys let me know in the comments if sleep actually did anything, because I didn't see it. Tamper. Raise one ally's attack. Oh, that's useful. Probably useful against, like, bosses, right? In, like, boss battles. And then slow reduces all enemies' number of attacks. So that might be if we got a lot of enemies that hit us multiple times. I actually haven't been paying attention to that. I guess I should look. I wonder, do the ogres hit us multiple times? Because then it might be useful. Lizard probably seems like bare minimum usefulness. Like, you should definitely get Blizzard kind of story. Probably the rest we can worry about later. We'll get Dark if we have spare money. Slow might be useful in certain circumstances. Tamper is almost certainly useful, but we'll save it for a boss fight, right? Which probably will not be until we go into another dungeon at some point. So we can come back for that later. For now, let's keep exploring the town. We got a weapons store here. A fiddle player is here. We've got a hammer equipped. Oh, broadsword would be useful for 450. That's a lot. Ho. What is this? Broadsword, attack 15, accuracy 10, battle axe, attack 16, accuracy 5. I think broadsword is the only thing you'd use, right? Scimitar, attack 10, accuracy 10. I guess it's an upgrade from the rapier, but broadsword is where it's at, man. So I'll probably get that, but I want to see what the other armor is, because it might be worth it to upgrade the armor first, seeing as we're getting beaten up so much. For sure would be more useful. Yeah. A sword of the wide double-edged blade, an axe made for battle, a sword of the curved blade. What are you going to use the axe for except for battle? I guess it's called a battle axe for a reason, right? Hand me that broadsword, ho. Okay, not now, later. We'll come back for that. I want to find the armor store and just triple check that there's nothing worth saving our money for. You know what? We haven't run around as our monk, so let's do that. Ryco can do some running for once. Oh, there are our pirates, I reckon. Let's come back to them. Let's go to all the stores first. Here's our armor store. The monk coming into the armor store. He's not going to wear any of it. Leather armor, chainmail, iron armor, defense 24, weight plus 23. I need to look up this weight factor. Is that like how much we can carry in our inventory? Or is that how much a character can wear? And then we got a leather shield. And leather gloves. So these are all a lot cheaper than the other stuff. So absolutely, we need to put these on. And leather shield, absolutely. Frankie will definitely make use of that. Do we get the iron armor? It's 640, guys. I don't know. It's a lot. Let's, what was I trying to put on? The shield and the gloves, because that'll be useful. You can now put the gloves on. See, it says weight plus 2. What does that do? Does that affect spell casting? She has a 23% evasion. What happens to your evasion if I take the stuff off? Oh, hey! Defense and evasion go up when I take his leather armor off. Okay. So put nothing on him is basically what it's saying. This guy must just be naked. Leather gloves even hurt him. Wow. This guy's allergic to clothes. Okay. Arael, let's put the leather gloves on you. And I guess that's it. Let's sell what we don't need. I thought it said we had 80 utensils. Like, I can sell some of those for money, but it costs 80. Alright, sell the spare leather armor. I don't know why we bought that. And now we have to decide. Do we want to buy the iron armor now? Or do we want to buy a better sword? I think we want to buy a better sword because warrior Frankie is already got these on, and they're already making quite a difference to his defense. This already has defense 15, weight 15. Whereas that's 24, 23. It's like 9 and 8 difference. So I think it's better to get the better weapon at this point. Is weight listed anywhere in here? I don't see it, so I think it's gotta have something to do with spellcasting. So we do want to be careful about that, I guess. I know it's a mechanic in these old RPGs where spellcasting is limited by the types of weapons and armor you're carrying. I do find it a bit strange, to be honest, as a concept. Because, you can be a battle mage and wear leather, right? And usually you look pretty darn cool when you're dressed like that. Phoenix down would probably be useful at some point. I just don't know. I don't know what we need to buy. I guess you have to feel it out. Cottage, you can buy a cottage. I think I've said that before, but I find it really funny. Unless it's like cottage cheese or something for 2,000 gil. We don't need any items at this point. So let's quickly go get the sword for Frankie. Make his day. Make him really, really happy. Make me happy too. And then we go talk to the pirates. I don't know what they'll do for us, but maybe they'll tell us where to go because we're a bit lost. Broadsword for 450. I hope it's worth it. Here we go. Oh, goodness. Please let it be worth it. Hello, look at that attack and that accuracy. Wow, it is flying right up. That makes me really happy. Really, really happy. Except I'm selling the rapier for 4. That is a shame. That's a good sword and you're making me sell it for 4? Why? Okay, let's head over to the pirates. See if they have anything useful to tell us. Maybe they'll send us on an actual quest, because we haven't had one in a while. You've got cannonballs of steel to be taken on the great pirate Bicker. Kill hauling, boys! Now, kill hauling, I have learned, is actually really unpleasant. Not that I learned it myself, but I for ages did not know what kill hauling was, and then I looked it up and you're basically getting dragged under a ship. It does not sound like fun, but it means I got a ship. So, maybe we can, I don't know, make a deal with them? Rent the ship or something? Oh, they just like ninjaed next to us. Aye, aye, Captain, we'll make their bones go crunch. Who wrote this translation? Oh, wow, that's a lot of pirates. I'm glad we rested. We are going to need, we're definitely gonna need something that will affect a lot of them. Seems like sleep is the spell. Please let it actually work. Oh, wow, they hit pretty hard. Was this a mistake? Should I have not spoken to the pirates? Well, at least they missed. Why does it not affect everyone? 4 hits! You couldn't have hit one of them with each of those fists with 4 fists? These battles are looking like they're gonna turn out tougher than I thought. I don't think we need to use cure or anything like that yet. Let's, for now, keep using sleep because for some reason it wears off after each round. Very frustratingly. Yeah, why is it wearing off? That's so annoying. Is it wearing off? No, it's not. Okay. Or maybe we're just not getting any indicators to say that, whether it's still in effect or not. We are going to need to rest up after this, that is for sure. I should have been watching my magic points. I'm nervous I'm burning through them too fast. Alright, let's just punch the last few guys. He's got 2 charges left. I think we're good. Da-da-da-da-da-da. This music is so badass, guys. Whoa, look at that. That was a lot. Okay, we literally are 1 battle away from the next level, I think. Take that. Oh, I'd be most sorry, young masters. I'll be making no more fuss, I swear. I want you to take me ship for your troubles. Can you find it in your heart to forgive an old pirate? Please don't hurt me, not the other eye. I only got 1 left. Don't take it from me. You know what? Why don't you take it and give it to Matoya? Maybe she'll help you with something. Would be actually cool if we did just take his eye and it was made of crystal or something. But that's probably not going to happen. I thought he was about to take his eye. You obtain a ship. Look at that. That ship is so small you can't even see it. But I'm holding it up for you. Look up close. Wow. Yeah, guys, we got a ship. We got a ship. We got a ship. We got a ship. Awesome. We can travel around the world. I had myself a change of heart. I plan to buckle down and be the hardest worker in town. You believe me, don't you? I'll believe you when you give Matoya back her eye. And when you apologize to everyone else. You know what? I'll believe you when everyone else believes you. Which I don't think is happening anytime soon. They were begging me to get rid of you. Because of you, we needn't fear the pirates anymore. That's great news. Thank you so much. Awesome. I'm just... Look at that! Look at that belly jiggle! What is that? Is that a belly... Oh no, those are his fists. What? I thought this guy was belly dancing. Look at that. It does look like it, though. Ah, there's the elves. They say there are elves living across the sea. But the elf prince has fallen into a deep sleep and hasn't woken up. The prince, not the king. So we could just walk in and get the key from the king and forget about the prince. We don't need to rescue the prince. Because of you, we needn't feel the pirates anymore. Thank you so much. Didn't we speak to you earlier? I'm a bit confused. Did we get gil from that? We got 500 from the looks of it. I was thinking maybe we should run out and get in some combat, just to, get some money to heal. But we have enough to sleep at this point. I don't think there are any ports to the north. A ship can only dock at a port, you know. North. Define north. You mean the big 2 continents to the north where one of them is supposed to have the crystal we're looking for? How are we gonna get there then? I mean, we could sail there, but you just said there's no ports. Are we screwed? Obviously we're not. But that is bizarre. Do they always sleep in the same arrangement, or do they randomly switch it up? I was just wondering if they, or it's always the same, like, I think it was Arael in the top left when sleeping, and Robyn in the top right. Gandalf is here. I fled here from Melmond, a town far to the west. It is a truly pitiable sight. The earth rots, and monsters attack in the night. Heavens me, good gracious. Is there nothing you can do to help, or do I need to fly back to Britain, where I came from, where things are so safe and peaceful? Okay, Gandalf, we will, I guess, help you in Melmond. I keep forgetting how to get to the map. You said Melmond was far to the west? The earth rots and monsters attack in the night? I don't see earth rotting. I don't see rotten earth, but I guess you wouldn't from space. So, I guess that just means we need to go to Melmond at some point and fight the rotting monsters, which I assume he means undead. There's our ship, look at that! Let's save the ship for a little bit later. For now, let's finish exploring the map. There's a little corner up to the top. I am curious if we need to go and actually explore it. It might be worth it for gaining experience, right? Because the more bad guys we fight, the faster we level up. At least that's the logic. Let's try the blizzard spell because we haven't seen it yet. Oh, that was cool! Stabbed him with ice. It did more damage than the other 2 spells as well. I wonder if that's just because he's weak to it, or if it's because it's a level 2 spell. It's probably just because it's level 2. See, everyone's getting hit points except Arael. Oh, there he goes. Finally got some hit points. That's good, because these low hit points were really starting to make me nervous about our survivability in the long term. Okay, if we all hit him together, we can take him out. I could hit him, or I could heal someone who needs 30 hit points, which is just Frankie, but he's got a lot. So, frankly, we don't need to heal him. I don't think. Seeing as spells seem to be the only way we really do damage in this game, I don't see why we wouldn't use it. We're not going into a dungeon or anything. By being the only thing that does damage in this game, I mean, like, from a black mage perspective. Obviously, other spells work too. And other attacks, just not with him. Alright. We're really, really cleaning house here. Should be paid to, like, exterminate all the monsters. Oh, I guess that is actually our quest, now that I think about it. What is the blue diamond on the map? Is that, that's gotta be the ship, right? It's not an objective, I don't think. Let's see. It is the ship, yes. Let's explore... Oh, actually, look at this. We could take the ship. We could go sailing now if we wanted to. Or we could just explore the continent to the south. I feel like that makes sense. I don't see how we can even get out of this big watery landmass in the middle. That actually raises a good point. How are you supposed to get to the continent in the north? I thought maybe we would just be able to land on the shore, but I guess not. No, Warg Wolves. What are Warg Wolves? Are they more vicious wolves? There's a lot of these guys. I hope we don't inadvertently die. We got a lot of them, so I think sleep is absolutely called for. Dang, they're biting hard. These guys are all biting no bark. They're not even warning us. Just stand with your hands up. I surrender. Don't bite me. All right, so that must have worked. But what difference it made is debatable. For those who wondered what I just did there, I learned last time that you can go back and reissue commands from previous characters, but I just don't think you can do it. I just don't think you can do it like once you've issued all 4 of them, because now you see I'm locked in. I can't do anything. So that was his shield that he used there. So that must be how he like the animation he has for avoiding taking damage. Wow, we're doing a lot of damage all of a sudden. Let's think. Probably I should heal myself. Or Robyn should heal herself. I'm really starting to get in the swing of this combat. It reaches a point where it starts to become intuitive. As opposed to like having to think carefully about every move you make. I am nervous about going too far south, you know. Let's make a quick save. Just in case something dreadful happens, like we die. Look at that belly dancing, it's so cute. We're doing a lot of damage now. I don't know if we need to use magic. We do need to cure ourselves. I'll just get Arael to attack for now. We're gonna get a lot of gil out of this, hopefully. Oh, Robyn is actually chanting. Look at that. She's saying something. You just can't see what it is. Who am I curing? I'm curing myself. Is it worth it? I'm sure it is. We do have sleeping bags. Tents, not sleeping bags. Precisely so that we can heal everyone up. Which we should probably do once we reach like 0 magic points or something like that. So that seemed like a dead end down to the south. So maybe we are supposed to use the ship? Oh no. Okay, preemptive strike. That helps a lot. But Robyn still needs to heal herself. Oh, I meant to use a spell. Okay, well, you'll just have to hit him really hard, Ariel. Thank goodness we are doing a lot more damage now, though. Like, Frankie and Ryco are really carrying the entire party at this point. We won't use the spell because there's only one of them left. Look at that, 62 damage. That's a lot. 1 damage, Ariel, really? Okay, so you literally gain like 1 or 2 levels and you suddenly start kicking butt. It's sweet, so sweet. Looking at our stats, do we need to return to town? I don't think so. I think we're good. Famous last words and all that, but I do think we're good. Now, up here may be a dead end. Whoa, tarantulas. Oh, thank goodness they're not poisonous, right? I think you can just attack them. Let's burn them. Spiders don't like fire. Whoa, that was a creepy sound. No, we're poisoned. Oh, we're both poisoned. Oh no, this poison is not good. I guess this is what antidotes are for. I hope it's worth it. Burn him alive! Okay, that worked. Thank goodness we're leveling up though and gaining health really quickly. Oh, I totally should have been paying attention. I need to heal these guys up. Antidote. 6 of them. I hope this is worth it. And I reckon after like one more battle, we are in a position to finally use our tent. I wonder if tents can heal poison. I probably should have tried that first. But this thing on the map was a mountain range. Okay, nothing there. Seems like a dead end. Scorpions, no. Do I want to run from these guys? I think I want to run. But I also want to find out if we can fight him. We're going to be resting. I'm tempted to use Protect just to see what it does. If it's worth it. I don't want Ryco to die because he's the real powerhouse. We have 1 fire spell left. Please work. I don't think you can put scorpions to sleep. Oh, wow. They hit really hard. Dang! They really hit Ryco so hard. Oh, no. The fire didn't even do anything. Oh, no. This is not good. We should have gone back to town. I think we run. I think we run. I don't see how we can win this. Is this our first battle that we just, like, properly run from? I think it is. I don't see how we can make it through this, guys. I don't think we can heal ourselves fast enough. We're gonna need antidotes, and we've only got, like, what, 4? This is not good. If only there was a spell to remove poison. This isn't darkness, I don't think. Alright, I guess we are fleeing, ladies and gentlemen. I've made up my mind. We are cowards. Please don't kill us as we run. Oh, we killed Ryco! Are we just leaving him there? Alright. Tough luck, Ryco, you're on your own. Somehow I'm still Ryco, though. He's the Walking Dead. How did that happen? Okay, we definitely need to return to town. I'm gonna test the tent and see what it does for the poison. Maybe it'll wake Ryco up, I doubt it. Oh, it's just the tent on its own. I can't tell. No, it didn't do anything with the poison. Okay, we need to use antidotes. We're gonna have to buy a bunch of these. These are not cheap as well. But we are fully healed. Okay, we make a quick save. And we make a run for it. We get back to town as fast as we can. Is this what these white markers are? They're ports, I imagine, that you can land the boat at? No! Preemptive strike by running away. Preemptive flee. That's how it's done, kids. Run early before they catch you. Okay, at least we didn't take any damage, but we will need to rest. So let's make that priority number 1. No, I wanted to rest. I didn't want to say bye. And look at that, they are sleeping in the same pattern. Somehow Ryco is still sleeping. Oh no, why did I do this before resurrecting the guy? That was silly. That was silly, and that was not cheap. That was 50. Oh man, can we even load? We can't load a quick save. No. Oh boy. You know, while we're here, let's just try the classic graphics just for fun. Oh goodness, wow, that does look weird. Actually, it looks kind of cool. I didn't expect it to look cool. It's weird. It's so weird. Are you sure you want to resurrect Ryco? It wasn't that annoying. I was here the whole time. What do you mean arise? Oh, great. Yeah, we definitely should have rested. So now I have to ask myself, is it worth it using the potions? I think the potions are like 50 each. I don't think we want to use that. I think we just want to rest normally. I don't know if I like this CRT display thing. It definitely makes it feel like you're looking at an old TV. What is cool about it is things have blurred a little bit. Before they were kind of very sharp edges. It's definitely blurred it, but the actual lines in the CRT don't line up with the pixels. I don't think so. Am I wrong? No, they don't. They don't line up with the pixels. So it's just an effect that's being added. It's not really necessarily the right one. Oh, what am I doing? We are gonna go and buy armor for Frankie so that if we die again, he can kick butt on our behalf. I love how you can just walk and push everyone out of the way. It's a really cool feature. I'm glad they added that. We're buying you some iron armor, mate. Now use it. Like, make use of it. Don't let it be a waste. Oh, that defense better be worth it. Okay, let's sell our chainmail. And we now need to just buy some items. So we're good to go. And then we're just gonna check out the spells one more time. Be absolutely sure that we've bought everything that would be useful to us. So we should buy a lot more antidotes. They're 50 each though. That's a lot of money to ask me to spend on this. 400. Phoenix down would be useful. Sorry, I was just saying out of frustration at how expensive the antidotes are. I don't even know, like, why they're like that. And why we get hit so hard by this. What, do they poison you every time they hit you? That's a bit unfair. But I guess this is how it is, you know? Games from 1987. It's obviously gonna show its time, you know? Tents are useful, but we probably only ever use like one when we go out, right? So I think 2 is probably all you need. Unless you're going on a really, really long hike, you probably don't need more than that. So now it's just a question of the rest of this. Do we need it? We won't need the ether if we're using a tent. I don't even know how much magic points and ether. 1? Really? It only restores 1? Absolutely use the tent. It's definitely the better investment. We have a lot of potions though. But if everyone needs to use 1, that's only 4 for each character. I think priority number 1 is get that back up. And we can always buy more tents later. Yeah, I just think we want a good safety net with the potions. I don't know if it's smart spending this much money on potions, but it makes me feel more comfortable. I don't want to die out there, or I guess get knocked out. I'm gonna switch this effect back off because it's gonna bug me. Here we go. Great. And let's just figure out where we need to go. We can still explore down to the right, but it might be a bit of a dead end, but it might be worth it for the experience. I will be back in a few seconds. I'll see you guys shortly. All right, and I am back. So I think as soon as we've explored this continent down here, we will probably... Sorry, just think, what do I need to do? Who do I need to attack? Things like that. I think sleep is still worth trying. We'll obviously go back and rest in the town, and then we'll go out on the high seas on our new boat. I think seems like a good plan. While we're exploring this part of the world, hopefully we can actually kill these guys. Do you guys have any recommendations for JRPGs that I should check out? Because I am relatively new to this genre. You know, obviously I've known about Final Fantasy for ages. But, you know, obviously I'm new to this franchise as well, so I've kind of played the first one. This one here, as I said, years ago. So, you know, aside from that, I don't really know what the genre's like in terms of, you know, are there good games out there that are not Final Fantasy? I know everyone talks about whatchamacallit, Dragon Quest? I almost said Dragon Age, but I think that's a Western RPG. Are there particular ones that are worth checking out and might be available on PC? Because obviously I'm limited by what I can play these games on. And this is being played on PC at the moment. Oh, goodness costs. Okay, but that's great because I can try Dia out. Because we haven't actually tried that out. And I'm also curious what happens if we hit one of these with something they're actually weak against. Because this does about 40-50 damage normally, right? So I'm wondering, oh, what does that mean? Is that electricity coming off him? Oh, wow. Look what that did. That was just a bunch of light. Oh, okay. Like double damage. That was cool, though. Robyn did a Gandalf on us there. Gandalf the White. Coming in with that bright light, scaring off the Nazgul. Nazgast in this case. Interesting. It does damage to everyone on the screen, I think. Does a little less than fire to these guys who are weak to it. But does it to more than one. So I think it's the spell to use when you encounter the undead, basically. Anyway, speaking about JRPGs, is this like a crescent? I guess it is. Speaking about JRPGs, I've heard... we got werewolves. That's great. I've heard a lot of things about Chrono Trigger, I think its name is. I think someone probably needs to be healed right now. Do they? Oh, no one actually needs it. Well, that's a miracle. I've heard lots of good things about Chrono Trigger. I don't know if the port on the PC is good. You guys can let me know. Basically, what I really know about JRPGs, and all I know about JRPGs, is the ones with good music. Maybe you don't even know their names, so much as just having heard some of the music occasionally in the past, you know. So as an example, I know the Chrono Trigger main theme, and I absolutely adore it, guys. It is seriously, seriously good music. But aside from that, don't really know much about him. I've played, obviously, Nier Automata on my channel. At the time of filming this, I'm still busy with that. Loving it, but I know that it's very different from most JRPGs because it's got quite an action focus. So, yeah, if you guys have recommendations for stuff that is maybe representative of the genre that you'd like me to check out at some point, can't promise I'll get to it because I got a lot of games that I'm obviously busy with at the moment. But let me know and I'll put it on my radar and keep an eye out for it. I'm also curious what happens with the combat in games like this. If it's considered standard for it to remain turn-based, as in, like, in general, that's just what these games do, or even within the Final Fantasy franchise, you know, do you get different combat types? I know that in Final Fantasy 15, one of the latest ones, which looks really good, by the way. I know it's quite old now, but it still looks absolutely amazing. Everything I've ever seen about it is just good. But based on what I've seen there, like, there are attempts to do more action-based combat. But I don't know how much of the franchise is represented like that. I also don't know if that's representative of JRPGs in general. I think that's it for this part of the map. I wish I could zoom in. But it seems like, yeah, there's nowhere else for us to go. So we've explored this continent then, so I guess it's back to town and healing up then. But, no, I think that is a good idea. because I don't know if we'll face enemies out on the ocean. So I was thinking of going back to Cornelia by boat and healing up there because it's cheaper, but I don't know what we'll face out there. So it might be worth just going back to town and doing it there. But yeah, oh goodness, there's so many of these wolves. But we are heading back, so we can just kind of go all out at this point. It's not going to matter because it's going to be 50-50 gil anyway. So let's just go for it. There's no point in holding back. Which means I want to put all these guys to sleep and then hit them with fire. Yeah, I was saying that I think the majority of the series is turn-based. But I don't know if it remains exactly like this. Aside from Final Fantasy 15, which is definitely live action. Live action. Real-time combat. Did I just say that? Wow. I know that some of them have tried to look like real-time, but not. And that was why there was a lot of criticism aimed at the aging of this franchise. But I don't know at what point that was. If that was years ago, if it was just like salty fanboys / fangirls. Don't really know. Yeah. I would love to see more of what's out there. I want to play Kingdom Hearts at some point. I did start it, but then I could have carried on. But I kind of wanted to see what all these Final Fantasy characters were that were popping up. I know that you don't need it. Like I said, I could have just carried on. But, you know, I just felt like, you know, like I wanted to at least experience this franchise before diving so deeply into Kingdom Hearts. Do forgive me, guys, if I'm talking about slowly, because I'm still having to think a bit about the combat. And having to think about it and talk at the same time about something completely unrelated is awesome. It's a wonderful skill, but it's not easy. So yeah, if I take it a while to think of what I'm saying, that's why. But what I was getting at with Kingdom Hearts was that I really, really have heard awesome things about that as well, and like especially about the music. And it's Disney as well. It's essentially Disney crossed with Final Fantasy, which I think is an amazing idea. And I'm so glad they did that. Yeah, I basically just stopped because I wanted to wait until I'd at least seen what those characters were. I know it's not important, but I just thought it was something worth doing if you are going to play them both. So I will be for sure, hopefully sometime in the nearest future, given how long these games are, actually playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time as well. And seeing what that is about, because the little bits I did play of it were really fun. And the music was cool. It's like they have such nice trailer music for those games as well. I say trailer music, but it's like the intro music. There's some awesome Japanese lady that they hired to write a lot of the music, and she did a really good job, honestly. We've only got 701 gil. All right, let's have a look at this. Darkness. We haven't been hit with that yet. Silence, there's no one casting spells. We're not being hit by lightning. And so far as I know, we don't need to turn invisible yet. Let's quickly go check out the black magic, because that might be more immediately useful. Blizzard, we've got Temper, I think we should have in our arsenal. And probably Slow. But I need to pay attention to how many attacks enemies are doing per turn, because I don't want to buy it until I need it. Let's just stick with what we absolutely need. So for sure that was needed. Just looking at the white magic again. Evasion is probably really useful for a boss fight, honestly. So if we've got Temper, we should probably get Invis as well. Null Shock would be useful, but I guess that's if you know you're going to be hit by lightning, which we don't know yet. And also we might, who knows, we might not encounter another town for a while, so we might not need to worry about saving up too much for this, just because we could for all we know, we might still have plenty of time to buy these spells. So I'm just thinking the one we probably should get is Invis for sure. Because we will be using that soonish, and we're out of money, so there's no point in debating about the rest. Let's get out to the boat. I'm excited to see where we can go with this thing. Do you guys have a favorite song from Final Fantasy 1? Because I've been listening to these soundtracks. Obviously, they've got the music player in the menu, and it's really good stuff, guys. I've listened to the soundtracks from 1, 2, and 3, like, thoroughly now, and I have lots of favorite tracks, but I'm very curious what your guys' are. I don't know if there's spoilers in the names. I wasn't really paying attention. Also, unless like the spoilers say something like this person dies, I generally don't remember those kinds of things. So I hope it's not a bad idea to listen to the music, but there is just some really good stuff out there. So I'm curious if you guys have any favorites. The reason I'm mentioning this is because we were just talking about Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts in general, and Kingdom Hearts 2 has a really amazing song, honestly. I've not even played the game, but I know the song because it's just so amazing. So it seems like it's just a thing that Square Enix does with their games. They just write good music. And this music as well is just really good. So yeah, we got our amazing boat music now. Even the sails on our ship are jiving. I love it. I just love the animation in this game. It's like everything dances to the music. It's beautiful. And if I remember correctly, there's also a chorus in this song. I may be wrong. I don't know if it's about to hit. Nah, it just sounds like a bunch of brass. Let's check out the map. I think we want to go check out Cornelia. Oh. That's woodwind, right? What is that? That's flute? I think Piccolo is higher pitched than that. Well, there we go. There's our first water combat. Oh, goodness. These guys are looking terrifying. What the heck are they? Big eyes? I'm assuming that's the ones with the big eyes. But this other one, Sahagin? Okay, I guess lightning is useful against these guys, but there's a lot of them, so I don't know if I want to do that. Dang, there's so many of these guys. Hope they don't hurt. I'm terrified they're gonna really hurt. I think we just attack with you, Robyn. I don't know what else to do. We could try Thunder. Let's try it on one of them. Let's try it on the guy at the back. Okay, they're not hitting too hard. They are hitting, but they're not hitting that bad. Wow, I wish we could use those 4 hits on more than one enemy. Jeez, you didn't even hit hard there. 66, it's okay. Oh, this combat isn't as bad as I thought it would be, actually. I thought it'd be a lot harder than this. I don't know, I just thought, you know, gaze, what does that do? What's that weird thing with like the lightning coming off them? I don't know if that means they're paralyzed or what. What I was gonna say is I feel like the combat is easier than I was expecting. I was expecting to die a lot more. I don't know, I guess just after those few encounters where we really got one of our characters' asses handed to us, I thought it would be happening a lot more. But I guess they've really like balanced this well. I don't know, was that how it was in the original game? Frankie seems like he's okay now. I don't know. Maybe he was going Super Saiyan or something like that. You guys, I'm assuming some of you have played the original. Do you know what the balance was like in the original? Was it like this? Is this considered easy by we need to heal up nobody. I thought for a second we had to heal up somebody. Is this balance easier, harder? How does it compare? It seems pretty decent to me. We got sharks now and Sahagin chiefs. Which ones do we need to focus on? I think I'm gonna get the big combat guys to focus on the sharks. They're probably tougher. We don't have any magic we need to use right now. We could use thunder, but we can't. The problem is it's limited to one enemy. I wish we could hit more of them. Can we put them to sleep? I don't think we can because they're water enemies. But it's worth a try, right? It's only one magic point. Okay, the sharks are not hitting that bad. Did that work? It actually did! Fascinating. What? Whoa, the sharks have a lot of health? Okay, well, we definitely focus on the sharks with these guys then. Whereas we can just focus on the others because they're not hitting that hard at all. This is easier than what we were fighting back on the continent. I say the continent, almost like it's Game of Thrones or something. Whoa, why is he so hard to hit now? That's unusual. Let's see. Does anyone need healing? Arael, as usual, because he's not getting enough exercise, definitely needs some healing. Four hits. That's good. You know, this combat is deceptively simple and yet deliciously satisfying. There's something about the combat loop that is just fun. I don't know. It's look at that, we leveled up. That's good. Frankie, as usual, right at the top of the leaderboard. Ryco's doing decently. Robyn's doing decently. Arael could certainly be doing a lot better. But that said, I believe Arael is still the smartest in the group. By a long shot. Yes. All right. Let's figure out where we're going. We're gonna head to Castle Cornelia. Just so we can see how this works. What is that? Is that radar? The flashing lights? I guess it is. Oh. Hey! We're finally fighting only a few of these guys. That's what I've been wanting. Why couldn't we have had that earlier? You know, at this rate, I'm actually gonna get really relaxed playing this. I thought, you know, not being familiar with this style of gameplay would make it, I guess, more stressful to play, but it's turned out to actually be very relaxing. And it helps that the music is so good, you know? All of this music is so good. Guys, I'm gonna study to this music like crazy. All right, I'm just here to catch some Z's. Because it's cheaper to sleep here for some reason, where the castle is, but it's more expensive where the pirates are. I guess that's what happens when you sail to Freeport, right? It's always the case. They always catch you. We need to wash up. Let's do that. Yeah. Seriously, you're not washing up there every time I try and get you to use it. That's sad. What a waste of money. Okay, let's quickly, while we're here, in case you got any money from our combat. Oh, we got a lot. Fighting those guys on the ocean really makes a difference. Let's, I don't think we need to top up our antidotes. You just need 10 of them, I think. I do want to buy another tent. I still find it so funny that you can buy a cottage, guys. That's hilarious. Like, I don't know whose idea that was, but it's brilliant. It's you know, that kind of quirky thinking is exactly what we need in the video game industry. Keeps things alive and fresh. We don't have 150 health except for one character. I don't think a high potion is worth buying at this point. Especially when a potion can restore the same amount if you buy 3 of them? And it's cheaper! I guess maybe it's if you gotta use it in combat, then having to use a potion 3 times wastes 3 turns. So it's not great. You probably want as much bang for your buck, I guess. But I don't foresee a need for that yet. So, how's it make you in my way? These days I hear it's turned into a pirate's den. Well, I killed those pirates. So, we are good. We're good to go. Don't worry. We're all safe now. I guess news just travels really slowly on the continent. Let's figure out where we're headed next. So looking at this map, I wish I could zoom in more. There's no way to zoom in. Yeah, the buttons just do everything except zoom in. I'm looking at the map, and now that I know what these white things are, they're ports, I can see where we can land. So we could land south of Matoya's. There's also a place top left we could land. And maybe a place down south we could land. So top left seems closer. So let's head in that direction. Preemptive strikes are so awesome, guys. They save us so much time. Or so much, like, yeah, time actually, because we don't have to worry about traveling back to heal and stuff. I'm actually just going to do this on auto combat because it's so much faster and it's so much more relaxing. It's not great for managing like health and stuff because you have to actually think, but look at this. They look after themselves pretty decently, I think. Yeah. We're killing Sahagin? I don't know what that is. Like it's nothing. Wow. And we're what? Level 10? We're level 10. We're doing really well, guys. Okay, here we are on the foreign shores. I don't know what's out here, but we are here to explore and lay claim. On behalf of the Gandalf guy who lost his colony of Melmond for some reason. We're here to get another one for him. We actually probably can auto combat this as well. Yeah. Look at that. They're hardly putting a dent in our fighters. It's amazing. You gain 1 level, basically. And these guys go from being really hard to being really manageable. You know what? That is brilliant. I think that is incredibly good balanced design. Because usually in these kinds of games, when you want to grind, you have to grind forever. But here, you just, you know... we could go left. Let's go left. Usually you have to grind forever and ever and ever just to be competent. But here it's, you basically gain... Oh, we can't go any further. Basically here you just gain 1 or 2 levels. And the game goes from being really challenging to, look at this, relaxing. I should actually grab some snacks while I'm here. I did consider them, but I've only got chocolate and they're not great for your voice. Phlegm is not good for microphones. Some of you are probably aware of that, but not in the context of microphones. So I could have had the chocolate, but probably not a good idea. I should get some other snacks for something like this. Pringles go a long way. Surviving long gaming sessions. Surviving is the wrong word. I absolutely am enjoying this. I don't mean surviving. I mean having the endurance to not run out of blood sugar. This is when you usually pop out the Coke, right? Or the Pepsi. I'm not telling you which one to drink. Whichever one you prefer, right? Okay, we do have a cave here. What's further south? Oh no! Okay, but we have a preemptive strike. Why are we getting so many of these preemptive strikes? Is that because we've leveled up a lot or something? Is it like your agility or something? I can't remember if that's a stat. Your agility gets high enough and suddenly you can I don't know, outmatch them for the first turn a lot easier, and so you just end up with any more preemptive strikes or something. I don't know if I'm making this up. We do need to heal someone, but it's not Arael. Let's I gotta do the maths in my head. Let's heal Ryco. And you can just do an ordinary attack. 2 hits! Well done! But you only did 6 damage. But hey, Arael, you're making progress. This is why you go to the gym. You're doing really good, man. Really, really good. We can't cross these rivers at all. Okay, let's head back to the cave, see what's in there. And make sure to quick save. We actually haven't saved properly in a while, so I want to be safe. How many files do we have? We've got 20. Okay. So what I normally do for this kind of game is like I cycle through them so that I always have fresh saves to go back to. I love how you can see a screenshot of where you are in the game, but you can also see the characters and their level. I don't know how it makes a difference seeing the characters, unless that's to tell you which save it is, like which playthrough it is that you're using. Who knows? Mount Dwarves. These are dwarves, so I assume that's gotta be Scottish. Mount Dwarves. Aye, lad, tell me what's going on. Lally ho! Whoa, that was cool. Lally ho, look at that. Wow. Arael, can you do some of that? Because I think you'd get a lot fitter really quickly if you did that. Who's this guy? Where crystal eye, even the blind can see. Yes, that's Matoya. Oh, hey, he's actually referring to what I was about to speak about. I hear that the dark elf Astos nicked the one belonging to Matoya. I don't know if I'm doing this accent right. I'm probably getting it really confused with like Welsh and Irish and things like that. Gosh, they all sound the same to me, guys. It's funny because I'm technically 575 gil. That's crazy. I'm technically of Scottish descent. So, or at least partly Scottish. I should be able to do the accent, but I guess it's not in me anymore. Been away from the homeland for way too long. I'm looking for some levy stone. It's supposed to be an amazing material that makes things float in the air. I'm sorry, Scottish people, if I am offending you with this accent. I'm really sorry. I'm trying my best. So the Levi stone makes things float, and he wants one. So the guy up top was telling us about Matoya, and the dark elf Astos who nicked it from her. There's a lot of like world building happening right now, and I don't really know what's what or who's who, how things connect. I'm hoping it'll become clear as we go on. Oh, there might have been some nitro powder in the castle treasure room. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to really get into this accent. Oh, laddie, okay. Let's talk like this. Welcome to Scottish Highland. Okay, there we go. I'm trying my best. There might have been some nitro powder in the castle. Oh goodness, what I do? There might have been some nitro powder in the castle treasure room when they sealed it up. All of that work and accent for that. Basically, we need the key from the elf king to get into the castle treasure room and get some nitro powder. I don't know why. We want to blow something up. That sound. Hey, that's Nerrick. He's smashing rocks at the back of the cave. With what? I hope it's not his head. I don't know why I thought it would be his head. I'm just thinking of the story from Tyrion in Game of Thrones where he talks about the guy where he goes like thunk, thunk, thunk and smash the beetles. Alright, mind that when it comes to defense, I've lost my accent. A good armlet can be every bit as vital as body armor. You should try one out sometime. With defense, a good armlet can be every bit as vital as body armor. Okay. So you're telling me to wear an armlet on my arm so I don't have naked arms. That makes sense in combat. Lalio! You keep lalahoing. Where crystal eye, even the blind can see. Yes. Are you gabbed with her smith? That's funny. Are you gabbed with her smith? In the smithies! He's saying have you spoken without Smith, I think is how you say his name, but he's also a smith and he's in the smithy. I love Scottish slang. Are you gabbed with her smith? It's just delightful to speak like this, guys. It makes me so happy. I don't know if it's my Scottish blood. Oh. Nice, so fast. Those are just for a display. You can't fight with them. They're just for display, so they're gonna break when I use them, I guess. If only I could have had some of that legendary metal adamantite, I'd be able to craft such a magical sword. So I should get that for you? You want some adamantite? Okay. So you can give me one that's not for display, so that you can fight with them. Wow. Is it like offensive that they make the dwarves Scottish, or is that just hilarious? I don't know which one it is. I feel like the English probably find it funny and the Scots probably don't. Or it's the other way around. The earth has started to rot. It began in the west and now the decay spreads. So the west must be where Melmond is, so the rot is spreading everywhere. Is this why I would say is this why everything is brown, but I guess it's a cave, so it doesn't make sense. It'll be brown anyway. But soon do that. Aye, that's Nerek. He's smashing his head against some rocks in the back of the cave. Good old Nerek. You know, he's a little bit thick-headed, but yeah, to be honest, it helps us all. It's great because it means we can dig tunnels with that noggin of his. Oh, gods, there's a giant rock in my path. And I'm so close to open up my canal, too. Is that how we get across to the other side? He's going to dig a canal? If only I had a wee bit of nitro powder, I could knap that rock in one pluff. Oh, this is delicious, guys. The slang is amazing. Who wrote this? You know, I was criticizing the translation before because it was so funny, but I'm loving it. This is just delightful. I love it. This door has been secured with the mystic key. Why has the Elven King gone around locking every door? It's almost like he don't want nobody to actually do anything. Like he wants the world to be suffering the way it is. Who knows, guys? All right, if I don't stop speaking with a Scottish accent, it's gonna stick. And then my friends are gonna be so confused. I'm gonna speak to everyone, they're gonna be like, why did you start speaking with that accent out of nowhere? Ambushed is not good, okay. Oh boy, no, jeepers, that was a really intense hit. We're gonna need to heal Arael up. I think he needs to use a potion. Let's give him a potion and make the other, heal the other guys, basically. Who needs healing most? Ryco needs it most. You can use a potion. First time using one? Let's go. See how much it heals. $35 is so little, guys. Okay, at least the potion always does 50 healing. Imagine if it didn't, how frustrating that would be. We got a lot of cure points, so let's use those. I'm starting to need it. Yeah. What was I talking about? Something to do with Scottish people. I do wonder, if any of you are Scottish and you're watching this, what happens when you listen to bagpipes? Do you get a wee tingle up your spine? Because I do. And I think it's really, really cool that I have such a visceral reaction to bagpipes. Who would have thunk? And I do wonder if it's because of my heritage. These are questions, you know, and I don't have answers to them. Probably it doesn't, and I'm just reaching. But, you know, let me know if it's the same with you guys. If any of you are not Scottish, and like assure you're not Scottish, and like it's not like it's snuck in your gene pool somehow, and you have a visceral reaction to bagpipes in a good way, let me know, because then I guess that, you know, you just need one exception to prove the case is wrong. I'm heading back to Cornelia because I think we need to rest and heal up a bit. So gaze seems to stop characters from moving, but I don't know, it doesn't seem to be permanent. Frankie seems fine now. We're going to need to heal up Arael, so let's do that quickly. Oh, it's so satisfying, the movement in this game. Usually these things feel so rigid because you can only move in one direction, but the fact you can move diagonally really is a game changer, guys. They just have favorite beds, I think. I think that's all it is. They're always in the same beds. Okay, let's figure out where we're headed next. So I see a port to the south. that horn gets me every time I hear it. It's brilliant. Let's quick save. I'm getting paranoid with these quick saves, but I'm doing it because I'm so terrified of dying, to be honest. When stuff like this happens. I think we can auto battle this. It's so dramatic. I actually love that rhythm of the chords there. That rhythm. I don't know what its name is. I'm pretty sure I was taught it at some point because I can play the piano, by the way, guys. That's why I notice these things in music. I'm sure I was taught the name for that. But it's an awesome rhythm, and it like stretches across the different measures / bars, depending on what you call them, where you come from. But it's pretty cool. I love it. And whenever I hear it in music, I don't know, it always just makes me really happy. There's always like certain subtle things that do that for you. I'm just looking at how everyone's leveling up here. Arael is still not doing good at all. Also, this music has got a really, really funky rhythm. It's like they're not hitting the beats we expect them to. It's like just ever so slightly off rhythm. I'm sure some kind of music producer or a composer would be able to provide more insight than I can. I did like 7 years of piano, but I did not really enjoy the theory, so I did not pay that much attention to it. So I'm not someone to speak about this, to be honest. But I do enjoy identifying things like leitmotifs. If you guys don't know what that is, wow, we need so much experience now. That's crazy. If you don't know what a leitmotif is, it's okay. I'm gonna, you know what? We're getting experience from fighting these guys. I'm gonna just travel along the shore and check. Can we go upstream? No, we can't. Just check that there's nowhere else to land and that the map is not lying to us. What I was saying is, for those who don't know what a leitmotif is, it's essentially a musical theme that comes to represent a character or a location or something like that. So a good example is if you think of the Darth Vader theme from Star Wars. Its official name is the Imperial March. But even though it was written in the sense of originally being meant to represent the Empire, it became very quickly the case that it was used almost exclusively to reference Darth Vader. So whenever you hear it, you know Darth Vader is being referenced. There's no question of it. Essentially, what a leitmotif is it's exactly that. It's you've got a character or a place or whatever, and there's a musical theme. Buccaneers. Okay, we haven't fought these guys before, so I should pay attention. Let's sort this out, and depending how it goes, we might auto-battle this. Oh! That's easy. Oh, wow. I love that slicing animation. It's so smooth. Okay, I think we can auto-battle this. Yeah, so it's basically a musical theme that is meant to represent a location or a character. And what's great about leitmotifs that I love so much is once the brain has learned to associate that music with that theme, person, concept, whatever, like it becomes so natural that you don't have to think about it. And it's amazing how quickly that happens. Like you only hear it a few times and immediately you get associated with it. And then what they can do is they can change it ever so slightly. So they can change the tempo, the speed at which it plays, they can change the rhythm, they can do all other kinds of funky stuff with it, like especially if it's being played by an orchestra. We go under the bridge. Especially if it's being played by an orchestra, they can actually do fun things like change the instrumentation entirely. So you can have something that sounds one way and then suddenly you play it on the piano or something, or you play it on the harp or whatever, and it takes on a totally different emotional content. I'm trying to think of an example in Star Wars that does this. I'm sure there are many. I'm sure there are many. It's probably just hard to think of it while you're multitasking like this. Oh. Now she's healing for more? What is she? How much is she healing? Okay. Let's check under the bridge. Oh, we can actually do that. That is so cool. Let's head back to town just to heal up, and then we'll check the other shores on the left, and then head down south and land, and go to wherever it is we can go. Yeah, there must be examples in Star Wars. I'm sure there are. Yeah, I don't know why I'm struggling so much to think of examples. There definitely are. You can do. So I can't think of ones where, like off the top of my head, where they've changed the instrumentation in a cool way. But what you can do is you can also take a theme and like twist it slightly into something new. So you actually are changing the melody slightly, but because you got the same chord progression and it sounds very similar and similar tempo and stuff, it sounds vaguely familiar. So for example, the Duel of the Fates, where everyone's fighting like Darth Maul in Star Wars Episode 1, is all 50 spender. 5,000 gold, guys. We can buy anything we want. I'm wondering if we should go back and buy those other spells now. I don't know if we have a need for them, but we have so much money now. Wow, we could buy a whole bunch of stuff. Wow, fast battle really, like auto battle, makes a big difference in terms of just grinding cash. Let's check our inventory for useful stuff. What do we got here that we might need? Plenty of potions, plenty of antidotes. High potions, not yet, I don't think. Oh, cottage is so tempting. But I don't know if we need it yet. Remedy cures ailments except stone and being knocked out. And Gold Needle cures stone. Echo Grass cures silence. Eyedrops cures darkness. So I guess you can't cure whatever that paralysis Super Saiyan stuff is. I'm tempted to get some ethers, guys. But I think perhaps Phoenix Downs are the better way to go. As like a first cost to get. But let's go and get some ethers because that could be useful. We're going to get that money back in no time. Yeah, so as an example, think of when they're fighting Darth Maul. Everyone knows the music from that. It's so dramatic. I'm not even going to try and sing it because I can't sing to save my life. But everyone knows it. And whenever you hear it, you know exactly, like, things are going to get epic. There's going to be an epic showdown. They even featured at one point in Attack of the Clones when Anakin is off to fight the Sand People. Fight, I say, but it's more like slaughter. Spoiler alert, sorry if you haven't watched the movies. It's not a major spoiler. Yeah, you'll understand the context if you go and watch it. But yeah, so you know something epic is going to go down. And then when there's that big battle at the end of episode 3, now I can't say what that big battle is because I'll be spoiling it. But everyone who's watched it knows what it is. It's like a big one that everyone waits for in episode 3 because it's so good. The actual music that they used there, oh no, they hit Robyn, that's sad. Get back up, Robyn, come on. She looks so mad. The music that they used during that big battle scene at the end is actually a kind of rewritten version of that same musical theme, and the brain kind of knows it. So it sounds eerily familiar, even though it's actually not been heard before. It's just brilliant things like that. I've now thought of an example. Okay, so the love theme from Attack of the Clones, called Across the Stars. There's a lot of various instrumentation that they use for that. And there are times when they literally just play it on harp, I believe. And just the act of doing that tells you, things become incredibly almost quiet and mellow when they do it. And it's almost a bit sad because when you hear it, you know something's not right. If you can think of the scene that I'm thinking of, then, and when you hear it, you kind of know what I'm talking about. It's like the love is there, but it's not it's not good for everyone in the universe, in the galaxy, that they're actually falling in love. And essentially, it says all that with just a slight instrumentation change. So cool stuff that you can do with music. Wow, I went on quite a rant there. But yeah, the point is, this is why I like listening to music, like especially this kind of music, because I enjoy listening to like what instruments have they added, what are they doing with it, how have they changed the energy of it. Like this here, it's gonna go gentle, you can hear it, and there's the it's not the bells, but it's those things, the tubular bells. There we go. That they played very gently there to tell you, you know, this sort of traveling energy to the music that's still serene and peaceful, that matches so beautifully with the flute, or is it the piccolo? I don't know. Which, you know, adds this amazing sense of like of motion, like you're traveling across the water the same way that the pixels here are moving as you watch the water moving. So yeah, you'll hear it shortly, I believe, what I'm talking about. So obviously one of the powerful things they're doing here is using strings, which always adds an element of lightness to the music if there's not much else with it, which is exactly what you want here. It gives you this sense of like of being lifted up and like, you know, imagine you're on this boat and you're on an adventure. It just says everything. So here we go. Listen to those bells. I don't actually know if they're called bells. I think they might be called chimes or something like that. All right, but we're here on foreign shores. So we could go south, I guess, and see what's there. Oh, we got some cobras. Cobras should be manageable, though. Oh, but they poisoned Ryco. That's not good. We're gonna need to buy a lot of antidotes at this rate. There's got to be a spell for this, surely. Items. Antidote. Long sword made for Pearson. Is anyone gonna use it? Let's check. There's no one who can use it. Warrior, thief, and red mage. I don't think it's better though. Yeah, it's definitely not better. Okay, let's head south. Oh, hello. There is something. There is also stuff to the east, but there is a town here. Ah! Okay. We will auto battle this. And then we'll check out the town. I must say that auto battle takes a lot of the stress out of this. Because you could be sitting here stressing about I've just gotta watch Robyn's health. This is the only pitfall. You could be sitting there stressing about using your resources effectively, which can add up if you're doing a lot of these battles. But I guess it's great that it means you only have to stress when you need to, because otherwise you can just, you know, sit there and sort of monitor things. I think it's a great quality of life improvement. Oh, there's a portrait to the south as well. So presumably somehow we can get out of this lake in the middle. But for now, let's head into town. Elfheim! Here we go. Legolas is home. I'm sure we're going to find the king with his mystic key at this point. I just don't know what we can do. Please help out, Prince. Sure. We'll need to get some more information, though. While we're here, let's rest. 100 guilt? Yeah, I mean, I make that in my sleep. I just press a button and I get it. Quite literally. 100 gil is not really that much, given that you can just auto battle things. I wonder if that kind of breaks it a little bit, but maybe that's why the combat is a bit difficult when you first encounter enemies, and why you have to rest so much. Maybe it makes up for it. Let's see what weapons they got here. Iron Nunchaku. We're not gonna get anything from a monk. I was advised not to do that. Ooh, the mage could use a dagger. That would help. The Crossière. Attack plus 14. What is a Crossière? I don't know what that is. It looks like a staff from the image, but I don't know. We definitely need to buy the dagger for the black mage. Just because at this point, anything that's going to help him, we should get. I am trying to watch the money. I don't want to spend too much, but it's good to be safe, right? Let's sell what we're not using now. We can sell the sabers. Oh, actually, you make a lot of money from selling these things. And sell the 2 staves. Is there a way to sort from here? I guess not. Okay, so let's go check out the other shops. So it seems like Alfheim is kind of like a village. This is a black magic store. Find anything to your liking? Let's see. Fire deals fire damage to all enemies. Whoa! It is 1,000 gil though, but whoa, that would be so useful. It's level 3. I need to see how many points you have in level 3 because this could be a game changer. Hold paralyzes 1 enemy. Okay, I guess if you're fighting a boss and maybe they're weak to hold. I don't know. A lot of these spells seem very situational. I don't know if you would actually use them practically. I feel like they just resist them and then you're wasting magic points, right? Thantara! Lightning damage to all enemies. We gotta get these guys, but those 2 together is 2,000. I feel like we need to save up for this. Maybe I spent too much at the previous town. Gotta sail around the ocean a bit more and get some money. Fokara lowers evasion of all enemies. Wow, okay. I feel like out of all of these, hold is probably the least useful. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about this. I don't want to be impulsive and buy anything up front. What's back here? We can cross the river. We get some graves, guys. That's scary. It's a gravestone. Yes. Really? It's a gravestone. Someone... Here lies Link. Is that a reference to the Legend of Zelda? Why is Link dead? Why are there flowers on Link's grave? Oh, is that because the elves look like Link? They do actually look like Link. And I say this having never played The Legend of Zelda. I really want to at some point. You guys tell me, are there good ports on the PC for Legend of Zelda? Are there any of them that are worth playing? How does it work? Is it like a JRPG in the sense of like Final Fantasy? Or is it more like action combat? Is it a platform? I don't really know much about it, to be honest. I just find it hilarious that some designer, whoever designed this game, decided to go through the effort of making the gravestones something you could interact with, and that they tell you this. And all of this, that they can give you an Easter egg. It's brilliant. Especially because this is a game from 1987, and I think they made these games usually in like a few months back in the day. So I don't think that was something that was just like a use of time that you didn't have to think carefully about, you know. Okay, so we got more level 3 spells here, but magic. Cura, which restores hit points to 1 ally, so I thought it'd be like healing all of them, but I guess maybe it's just more than Cure. Also 1,000. So Cure does like 30. Don't know how much Cure would do. 60? Still not a lot. Maybe it'll do more than that. I don't know. Diara deals damage to all undead enemies. So it's just like Dia, but now it does more. Diara or Diara? I don't know how you say it. Null Blaze, obviously protecting you against fire damage. Probably useful to have at some point. And then Heal. Ooh, restores a little hit point to the entire party. Huh, so is that going to be like Cure, but on everyone? So at that point, you would get rid of Cure and replace it with something else. So I guess forgetting spells now has a strategic value to it, because you get more powerful spells later, and then you get rid of the easier spells. Wow, guys, I thought the combat was getting quite simple. Like, the spells seemed very classic and straightforward, but wow. You... Look, I mean, like, I wasn't expecting to reach a point where, like, spells get so powerful so quickly. I don't know, am I making super progress in this game or something? Because, wow, we're getting, like, upgraded versions so quickly. I believe there's 8 spell levels, so we're actually doing really well, guys. This is so fast. But it's great because it also changes, like, what spells you buy. You got to think really carefully. Thank goodness you can delete spells. Because you can then look at it and be like, hey, I don't need Cure anymore. I'm just going to use Heal, for example. All right, Link. No one knows where Astos, King of the Dark Elves, has gone. This is the guy who's got Matoya's eye. I don't know why he took her eye, of all things. Maybe he really likes crystals. I don't know. I think if we go up here... oh, there's a map! I forgot there's a map. Oh, wow. There's a lot more in this town than I thought there was. Yeah, if we go north, we're just gonna leave the town. I want to explore this other stuff. So let's go check it out. What's down here? Another elf? On a journey I once took to the west, I wandered into an ancient castle. Not a soul could be found inside, and the whole place gave me the creeps. So I got out as fast as I could. Okay, so there's an ancient castle to the west, and it's abandoned, but it's probably haunted, is what you're saying? If the prince does not awaken, there will be no elf king. What? As in, like, there's no king already? I'm at the mercy of the dark elf's evil power. Please kill the dark elf for me. I feel like this game is telling us we're going to be killing the dark elf at this point. So this is the item store, and there's not any difference, which is great. It's great that you get like a standard item store. It does help with not feeling like you have to travel across the world just to get access to these things. So we've been this side. This is going to be another one of those cathedral places. I assume it's meant to be a church. And who is this? Is this Linkina? I don't know. Or is this Zelda? Is Zelda an elf, guys? I don't know. I don't know much about the game, like I said. I'm a sage. When the time is right, the future is revealed to me. I shall wait patiently until then. So what you're saying is, we gotta come back to you before the game is over. Because then you'll tell us, like, some final piece of information that will help us, I don't know, defeat the big dark evil or something. Usually that's what that means. Oh, copper omelet. Everyone can wear that, but it's 800. Darn. Iron shield seems like a cheap and worthwhile investment. Leather cap as well. Helm. You know what? We can buy one leather cap because we're going to take one off of Frankie. And we can buy one helm for Frankie. And one iron shield for Frankie. Everyone else is good to go then. Would be nice to buy the 2 copper omelets, but I think the spells at this point are going to be more useful. Oh, Frankie is getting loaded with armor at this point. It's really cool to just be like equipping them with so much so early. Definitely makes you feel like it's rewarding to go and grind, even though you don't have to grind much at all, you know, to get the benefit. Is there anything else? I think there's one more thing. Who's this? Weapons and armor made of mithril are sturdy and powerful. You should give them a try. You'll be surprised. Well, yeah. Can you get me some mithril? The only ones that I saw were on display. They weren't to be used. Our prince was meant to become the elf king, but what would happen now? I don't know. I guess we'll have to rescue him. I don't know where the prince is. Oh, this is level 4 spells. Poisona! There we go. We can cure poison. Wow. Cannot wait for the day we don't need to carry antidotes around. That'll be so useful. Fear drives all enemies away in terror. Now, a question about that. Do you get their loot and do you get their experience? Because it raises questions about whether it's worth it. Null Frost, reduce ice damage by half. We gotta get all these null spells, I think, because they're probably gonna be useful for very specific bosses. Vox cures silence. So if you ever get silenced... Oh, that's hilarious. If you ever get silenced, cast a spell to cure the silence. Is it me or is that counterintuitive? I guess you would probably use it for Arael, but it's a very limited use. It's like one character. I don't know if it's worth buying that at the expense of others. Fear might be worth it in certain circumstances. Like if there's a whole bunch of really painful enemies and you know they're going to be afraid of things, then you would use it. I hope that they've implemented these things well in the games, that like spells are always useful in certain circumstances. But I guess because we can't buy that, it's saying we don't have level 4 spells yet. But we do. Look at that. We got spell points. Oh, it's probably because it's 2,500. Obviously. Is this another sage? Yeah. So we have 2 sages in town. And we got black spells here. We got Sleeper, puts 1 enemy to sleep, so there's a more powerful version of Sleep. We got Haste, doubles 1 ally's number of attacks. That's going to be so useful in like a boss battle, I guess. You know what? I'm seeing a situation where you just beef up your physical fighters with spells, and then they just kick butt, and you just like make sure they don't get damaged, you heal them, and you just keep like buffing them. like a proper like party dynamic, like even in an MMO. I'm foreseeing this actually. Because haste and what was the other one? Temper, and then you've also got like invis and protect. I think it was. All of these could be used on like Ryco and Frankie. Probably Ryco would benefit first. Probably want to buff him up as quickly as possible, and then Frankie would just slay once you get him going. Because he's also got lots of armor, so you don't need to worry about him too quickly. But yeah, if you had the magic points for this, you could seriously buff up your party so quickly. Problem is, it's 2,500. That's the only problem. Confuse, cause enemies to turn on each other. That might be useful under certain circumstances. Might be more useful than sleep, actually, because sleep seems to wear off after one turn. Lazara deals ice damage to all enemies. I was about to say ice enemies to all damage. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so I need to think about what spells are best to get. We will come back next time. I'll see you guys next time in Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster, and we're gonna go visit the castle of Elfheim, where we are now, just a bit north of here. Find out what's going on with the Elf Prince. Find out what's going on with the Dark Elf. Astos, is it? Is he after an Infinity Stone or something? I don't know. Is that where the Crystal Eye is? It's one of the Infinity Stones. So somehow the Dark Elf is involved in all of this. Elfheim has the key, the Mystic Key, which will unlock a whole bunch of rooms for us. The prince is in danger from Astos, and presumably when we kill Astos, we'll get the Crystal Eye to take to Matoya. Somehow that's going to help us with something. Somewhere there's nitro powder that we need for something. Probably to blow a hole in the rocks, which would probably... the guy mentioned something about a canal, so probably open the canal and get us out into the ocean. But I don't know where we'll get the nitro powder or where we'll get the adamantite. They mentioned something about one of them being in one of the treasure rooms in the castle of Cornelia. So once we have the magic key, that would help us with that. Which would give us a good excuse to go back and visit the Chaos Shrine again. Wow, there's so much going on, guys. And it's a lot to remember. You know what's great about this game? It's making an effort to drop the clues and just expect you to keep up with it. Obviously, there's questions about whether that's working because it's very vague clues, but it gives you this real sense of the world being like dynamically real. Because in a video game, usually characters will tell you, go to A and go to B and do X, Y, and Z. And it feels very much staged and like it's part of the narrative, you know? Whereas when you have to stumble across these things and find them out by virtue of just talking to the people who are there and they just mention it in passing, and from that you figure out what to do, it makes the world feel so much more real because like the world is doing its thing and you have to decipher from that what you need to do to get your objective done. It's kind of, in a subtle way, it's like reverse psychology. Less narrative equals better narrative. It's weird. I don't know if it's just me that's feeling that way, but you guys can let me know what you think. And if you guys are following the story, because I need to like sit and think about what's going on. I know we need to find the crystals and restore the light, but I haven't had any clues where those crystals are yet. They're on a continent to the north, and we don't know how to get there, so we got to blow open the canal, I guess, and get to that continent. But they said there's nowhere to dock the ship, so I don't even know where to do that. But I'm sure we'll figure all of this out in good time, and we'll sort out Astos and all of that. I'll see you guys next time in Final Fantasy 1. Until then, stay safe and stay chilled. Bye for now.